When is a lightsaber just a glorified flashlight? So I picked out some lightsaber hilt models that I have from a few different companies, and what all of these have in common is I think some people could arguably call them flashlight lightsaber hilts. And I think there's maybe two main reasons people call certain hilts that. One is if it's a very kind of flat design and not too much going on. I think the Initiate V2 by Ultra Sabers kind of epitomizes that. And then the other thing that makes a lightsaber possibly a glorified flashlight is if it's not a sound saber. But maybe a more specific way of referencing that is calling it a glow stick. So I previously did a video about when is a lightsaber a glow stick, and that would be when there's no sound. But the same could apply to when is a lightsaber a flashlight. In part, that might just be when there's no sound. But I think beyond that, there does need to be some kind of design element as well that makes it more reminiscent of a flashlight than of a lightsaber. So most of these, yeah, if you just kind of looked at them, you could almost mistake it for a flashlight. You know, like, oh, where am I going to find... Yeah, I mean, now that I hold it like a flashlight, this one feels like a flashlight. I love Saber Trio, by the way. Oh, I guess I should say where all these are from. So these three are Ultra Sabers, this is a Saber Trio, and this is a Kyber Light. And I think all of them could potentially be accused of being flashlight lightsabers, but I don't know. I mean, for me, I like actually all of these designs except possibly this one, the Initiate V2 or Initiate LE V2. I mean, the purpose of this hilt in particular, I think, is to be a very short, small hilt that's good for kids to use, but it's not like super exciting design-wise. It's very flat and kind of boxy and to me not very interesting, but you know, it's a very small compact saber, so it has that going for it. But yeah, it looks a lot like a flashlight, as do many of these others, but I do like the design of this Saber Trio a lot. Even if you do call it a flashlight, I still like it. And I like a lot of the Ultra Sabers designs as well, even, you know, if they're flashlighty. As far as the Kyber Light goes, I mean, the Kyber Light is intended to have all the accessories kind of added on top of it, so it's not really a surprise that the basic hilt itself isn't super interesting. It's not really supposed to be. But what are your thoughts on so-called flashlight lightsabers? Which models of lightsabers do you consider to be too much like a flashlight? What are certain traits in a hilt that make you kind of think to yourself, hey, that's more of a flashlight, you know, than something else? What makes something not a flashlight lightsaber hilt? Like, for example, I don't think a lot of people would accuse this OWK of being a flashlight lightsaber, but, you know, why is that? Let me know in the comment section.